I am honored by your presence. How can Ochiva be of assistance? So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests? The contract is waiting. Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend? Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must... The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun. Each guest, at some point in the past, wronged their mysterious host. Now, he's hired us to exact his revenge. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
I hope I can help. The key to successfully completing this contract is effectively blending in with the other guests. So for Sithis' sake, do not wear your hood. The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just spill some blood for me, dear sister.
I know what you're thinking. Gogron, he's too big to be sneaky.
If you really plan on killing the guests one by one, make sure that when you strike hard. Happy hunting, my sister.
It's good to see you again. I hope your contracts have been given. Remember the pretenses under which the guests are there. They will be suspicious. You must be as effective an actor as you are a killer. It would be a good idea to talk to each guest and appeal to their good disposition. Remember, if they really like you, they may open up to you. May you walk always in the shadow of Sithis, dear sister.
Hello, dearest sister. Remember, you must make the other guests feel comfortable. Make them like you. Make them trust you. Then bathe in their blood. Good luck, sister. I hope you don't get killed.
You again. I thought I made it clear I'm not looking for a friend.
I have it on...
Foul-smelling ape.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle. Go, socialize. Talk to those fine people, and then plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
The sixth guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a funny one. Good, I'm glad one of us has a sense of humour about all this. It'll make our time here that much more enjoyable. Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth. That's right, it's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families. Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most off-colour joke about an Argonian maid. Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic. Else, what do you say? Do you want to team up? All right, dearie, I understand. Tell me more. All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking.
So, hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest. Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago. Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady. Well, Go ahead. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Not funny. Not even a little bit. That's enough. What a wonderful compliment. That's pretty far. You're good. Honestly, I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer. I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice. Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company. I know he's a retired soldier. But not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed. It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid. He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, or would that be too forward? Yeah, you think? Okay, I'll just try to calm down. Calm down, Dovesi. Calm down. I'll just take it slow. I can do that. Thanks again, dear friend. All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking. That gold's not...
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting. She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance. Certainly. See, was that hard? You should be ashamed. Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. That's just talk. Well done. That works for me. Can I be honest with you, my friend? I find Dovesi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt. Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her. Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget, maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him. I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. I can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on. It's a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company. Oh, yes.
I'm gonna open
Maybe
a
we'll speak
tavern.
again later.
Not that I'd welcome your patronage. No pigs allowed inside, you see. You Legion types tend to stink up a place.
Ah, yes, the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance. Go ahead. For me? Thanks. That's just talk. Oh, that's great. That's real. Not now. Really? That works for me. Dovesi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young, I spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Dovesi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures. If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be. Know what I think? I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious. All of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstheim. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men. I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations. I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do. I don't know much about him either. Oh, yeah.
Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it. Let me confide something in you, my friend. Dovisi is the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart. Tell me more. Every little bit helps. You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid. Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels. I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us. My dear, sweet daughter Olga was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum. Primo is young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight. Oh, yes. Maybe we'll speak again later.
Please, sweetie, stay close to me. The killer might strike again, whoever he or she is. One less dark elf in the world, and now there's one less person to find the gold as well. It's a good day, don't you think? You think Nels might be the killer? Well, he plays the buffoon, but it could all be an act. He's an Ord, and they're such a savage, uncivilized people. Neville has a strong sense of justice, I can tell. If we find out who the killer is, he'll take care of things, if you know what I mean. I worry about the boy. What if the killer is after money? Primo is quite wealthy. He could be the next victim. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
A guest has been murdered. So it begins. You mark my words, this entire party is a trap. Someone wants us all dead, and now they have their chance. I was in the Legion for a great many years, my friend. I saw a lot of horrible things, including the murders of children. It made no sense then, it makes no sense now. But don't you worry. I vowed to bring Devisi's killer to justice. She's afraid, and for good reason. If the killer strikes again, they may very well pick an easy target, like Mathilde. She needn't worry, though. I'm a trained soldier with 20 years of experience dealing with situations like this. On my honor, this killer will be caught and dealt with. Nords are raised to be cold-blooded killers. Don't take your eyes off Nels if you value your life. To be honest, my instincts tell me the kid isn't the killer. Sure, he's a bit obnoxious, but that doesn't make him capable of murder. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer on the loose.
Have you heard, my friend? One of our fellow guests has been murdered. This bodes ill for our stay and our search for the gold. No. When I looked into Devisi's face, it was like peering at my own daughter. I feel like I've lost her all over again. It seems she's upset about the murder, but there's something else. It's almost like she's glad there's less competition for the gold. Greedy old bat. I really have to wonder where Neville was when someone was getting slaughtered just a few rooms away. Maybe he was busy looking for the chest of gold. Or maybe he was right next to the victim with his hand on the hilt of a dagger. Think about it. Whoever the killer is would have to be strong and quick. Now, I'm not saying Primo is our murderer, but you have to admit it's at least possible. You'd be smart to stay with the rest of the group. It's just not safe to go wandering off alone with a killer.
I know someone's been murdered and we're all on edge. Just try to remain calm. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I'm beginning to get a bad feeling about all of this. I'd leave right now if I could. Well, the money means nothing to me. I just thought it would be fun. Who among us is vile enough to take the life of such a beautiful, precious creature? If I find out who did this, they will pay with their life! Now that someone's been killed, Matilda may be a little frightened for her own safety, but she's still more concerned with finding the hidden gold. Matilda claims to be from one of the High Rock's most distinguished noble families, but I have a feeling their fortune has long been squandered. Before the body turned up, I got the sense that Nels was a bit of a drunkard, but he seems truly unnerved now and is drinking rather excessively. Neville seems different now that someone has been killed, more alert, more aware. Something tells me he's not going to take all of this lying down. He's a trained soldier after all. I bet if anyone can figure out what's going on here, it will be him. Wonderful. People are dropping dead and I'm trapped here looking for gold I don't even need. I'll be happy just to find the key and get out of here.
I haven't seen death like this in a long, long time. It's a bit more than my nerves can handle, I'm afraid. I plan to gather up every drop of drink in this house and keep it to myself. If things get any worse around here, I find comfort there, you see. I'll be honest, friend. I don't know what to think about Matilda. Yeah, she seems frightened, but she's also still alive. Why wasn't she killed? She may look old and weak, but that's never stopped a murderer before, has it? Don't doubt for a second that she couldn't be the killer. With two of us now dead, it seems like the others are looking for Neville for protection. The fools. He'll kill them like he did the others. That's right. I think Neville is the murderer. I can't prove it yet, but he'll slip up, just you wait. Whatever you do, don't turn your back on him. Primo being here made no sense. Whoever our host is, why would he invite someone who didn't even need the money? It's as if we were invited for another reason altogether. Think about it. We're trapped in this house with no way out, and now people start dying. I think poor Primo was tricked, just like the rest of us. If we're not careful, we'll end up dead, too. You mark my words. Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering around this house.
We're being stalked like animals in the forest. I'm still not sure if the killer is one of the other guests or is hiding somewhere in the house. One thing I do know is that the killer won't just stop with two. They never do. You and I, we need to watch each other's back. I've got my old Legion armor and sword in a chest upstairs. It's time I geared up and showed this coward just who he's dealing with. There's a killer in here, and Mathilde needs protection. Who better to defend her but me? I'm keeping my eye on the old woman, don't you worry. That mead-swilling barbarian killed those two people. I'm sure of it. I don't have the proof just yet, but I'm watching him. Don't you worry, my friend. Nels won't get away with this, not on my watch. Primo was a young man, strong and full of life. Surely he would have been able to defend himself against an attacker. Don't get any ideas about wandering off alone.
I've been trying to figure out who our host might be. With two people dead, it almost seems like he set this party up just to kill us all. Two people dead, yet Nell still lives. I don't think that's a coincidence. Nords are savages born to kill. I just know he did it. Do you think he could have done it? I mean, he's a retired soldier. He's killed before. Oh dear, this can't be happening. I just can't believe he's dead. He was like a young, beautiful prince. I hope whoever did this can live with themselves. Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering around this house.
It's not safe to be alone. I certainly don't want to be the third victim.
Two of us have been murdered. One of us is a...
It's not safe to be alone. Well met. Stay safe, if that's even possible.
It's not safe to be alone. I certainly don't want to be the third victim.
So many people dead. I just don't know who to trust anymore. There you are. Listen, I've searched every inch of this house. It's sealed up tight. There's no way in or out, and there's nobody hiding any place. That means the killer has been inside with us all along. You and I aren't murderers, so that leaves one person. It's Nels the Naughty. Yes, well, I know how you feel. What words can really do justice to the terrible situation at hand, but we must stick together if we are to survive. My friend, in talking to you, it's become clear what must be done. I have no doubts in my mind that Nels is the killer. We must take him down. We've got to kill that cold-loving bastard before he turns on us. You cover me while I strike the killing blow.
This house is a death trap. We're being killed off, one by one. Ah! You and I are the only ones left. But we did it. We survived. We won. You want to know something, my friend? I just don't care anymore. We're the only two left. I know I didn't kill those people, so that leaves you. And now you're here to kill me, right? Well, let's get this over with. Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman in cold blood. It's obvious to me one of the other guests killed her to eliminate the competition. Assuming that's true, who's next? You? Me? We need to keep our eyes open, friend. You want to know how I really feel about Neville's death? I'm afraid. I may hate the Imperial Legion, but Neville was probably the most capable fighter among us. Yet he was cut down silently, just a few rooms away. I fear one of us is not who they appear. This isn't the work of some greedy houseguest. There's an assassin among us. You mark my words. We must watch ourselves at every step. So, I guess this is it then?
Good morning.
So good to see you. Is there anything you need?
You managed to kill the 5 house guests, yes, but your inability to remain undetected will cost you. Your bonus for this contract is forfeit. I must admit I'm disappointed. This was an important contract and you stumbled through it like a drunk. Leave me now and think about your failure. spare a coin for the infirm?
It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours. Then pay with your blood! Do your worst! I fought blood
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm just you pathetic worm!
Look out!
I'm just pathetic worm. Should have paid the
Let's get this over with!
You're pathetic.
Someone's been murdered! You're pathetic!
Someone's been murdered!
Murder!
And the best of you. Someone's been murdered! Let's get this. Show me what you've got.
Don't hurt me!
You die! This ends here.
By the gods, there's a psychopath on the loose.
You there!
What's going on?
Stop! Someone's been murdered! I fought. Someone's been murdered! Murder! I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
Set him on device. But,
Hellman!